All right, here we go with episode 570 something. 73, I think we are at. It's starting to run together. The sheer volume of storytelling. I've already had people tell me they've gotten bored just because the sheer volume of episodes I've done, right? A lot of people seem to be more interested in the pre time skip episodes, and now that we're past that, like, they're starting to lose enthusiasm, which, whatever, I get it. I understand. I watched all 15 seasons of Supernatural. There were periods of time during the middle of season 13, middle of season 14, I got kind of bored. I mean, it happens. I think any long form storytelling happens. Interestingly enough, I have not gotten bored with this show. 573 episodes. Every one, I've watched every single one with filler. I tried to figure out how many hours I've spent recording. Like, just the length of video. If we just add up all the lengths of all the videos, most of them are 22. Some of them go dip into 30. I've had one break an hour. One got close to an hour. So basically, if we were to take, I think it'd be sensical to you take it and divide it in half, right? Okay, so 500 episodes is 250 hours. Another 35 hours on top of that, so 285 hours of videos. 285 hours. That's longer than a week, right? Maybe 2 weeks. I'm not good with math, but that's a long time for a show. That's a lot of reactions. That's probably longer than my sum total of videos for Mad Men. So which I think is the longest series I've ever done. Sopranos was only 6 seasons. I don't know. I just League of Legend of Galactic Heroes. Might it was like, what was that? 130, 140 episodes, something like that. That got up there. So it's interesting that I haven't lost any steam for the show. Like, I haven't lost any enthusiasm. Maybe it's because I record for 2 days a week and then I take 5 days off. I don't know. But I think it's just the genius of the storytelling, the characters. I'm in love with the characters. I'm not in love with the plot. If I was in love with the plot, I think I would get tired because some plots are better than others. And I think that's why people say they prefer some story arcs to others. Oh, I hated this story arc. I love this story arc. So I think that has something to do with it. I think if you're in it for the plot, you're going to get tired, or you'll skip story arcs because like, if you're in it for the characters, you don't care what situations the characters are in. You love the characters. You want to be with the characters. You want to spend time with the characters. The only time I think I got a little tired was the 100 episodes we didn't have the rest of the Straw Hats, and you remember you spent that time with me. I got a little tired of it at that point because I wanted the crew, but with the crew back and all of us together, more or less. I know they do side adventures, but more or less all of us together, I think, like, I don't think I'll ever get bored because I love the crew. I love the interactions. So I never get tired of it. I can watch a million episodes. It doesn't matter what the plot is. Yes, the plot is interesting on top of it. That's the extra sauce. That helps. That the plot is also good. But I think even without the plot, even if the plot wasn't as good, I love the character so much I can never be bored. I think that's what it is for me. So I really like that. This wasn't even the intro I was going to do. I was going to answer some questions and stuff like that, but we'll do that next episode because I think this is worth saying. Like, I don't think I'll ever get tired of the characters, unless they just assassinate the characters somehow. But other than that, like, I just I don't think I ever get bored of the show because for me it's the characters. All right. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and get into this episode. I just realized I hadn't even queued it up because I was rewatching the end of the last episode, just kind of remind me where I was. And Smoker is on their ass. So I guess we're going to get some more of that action. They've been kind of setting that up for a while now, I think. And that may be the first confrontation we get. This will be what? Part two, I guess. It was within the first 100 episodes that we last actually had a confrontation with him, I believe. Because I don't think they met on the battlefield in Marineford. They were out there together, but I don't think they actually engaged. Or did they? Maybe a little. Maybe a little, because I remember questioning why you couldn't grab Smoker, but he could take you. Like, you're either tangible or you're not tangible. I had a problem with that. Or how he could grab a sword, hold a sword if he's intangible. I remember questioning that. I think that was when he was fighting Luffy. He could have been fighting somebody else. I don't remember. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. You know where we are, and you know where we're going. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Some people have said they hate Frankie's character design. Mermaid Cafe, finally there. Hell no. She runs a cafe even though she's a psychic. What services are you actually performing? You just serving drinks? I don't know. I'm suspicious. I don't know, man. Yeah, it got broken. I'm gonna die tomorrow. So yeah, because you failed. And it didn't happen unless it happens later. I think she saw the end of the series. Yeah, she's so optimistic. You'll find no forgiveness here, madam. Oh, you just made her day. Hey, nice transition. Her sunny disposition to the sunny figurehead. I see you. Game recognizes game. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't have left the party early that night. Besides the fact that I almost got you kidnapped. No, you shouldn't have left the party like that. You should have taken advantage of the time you had. Just one more year. He's such a dick. Look at the shark. Look, I'm just saying, man. Yeah, yeah, whatever. What a dumbass. As much as I don't like Sanji, yeah, you should. His animation of his wavy legs is hilarious. I love that so much. Yeah, fine, whatever. These two bickering ass. Why don't they just fight and get over with? Yeah, that tamale box is definitely gonna blow up. We know that for a fact. But mom has it now, right? That'll be a massive misunderstanding. Oh, by the way, it was explained to me. I think we're supposed to read between the lines that she did accept the treasure when she agreed to not destroy the island and just focus her rage on Luffy. I didn't take it that way. Maybe it's a translation issue. Like in the original Japanese, maybe it's more clear. But I didn't take it that way. But it was explained to me, so I mean that's fine. It makes sense. So being honest with them is completely out of the question. Is what you're telling me. This is Chekhov's bomb. Hey, why didn't you put an ear over there? Can she put an ear anywhere in here? Shit, I think she can. She should have put an ear on one of them and listen to what they were saying. Right. So it's got more than one needle, huh? The hell does this mean? Right? Oh, shit. Great. What the hell causes that? Right. So the moving one is the magnetic wave one. Oh, well, I don't know about my gut. That island in the middle looks scary, man. What, with vibes? You're supposed to tell with vibes? What the hell are you talking about? I see. Okay. So it's not just vibes. That's right. Keep crying. What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, hey man, get your long ass neck away from me. He's into it. He wants to go to the most dangerous island every time, of course. That must be where the party is. I see. This is a problem. I didn't understand the problem until just now. That looks like where the party is. We know who the real captain is. I'm just saying. He's not even captain of his own ship. He wants to be king of the pirates. Why is she always amused by Luffy? Choke him out. We got everything we need to know, man. Let's get the hell out of here. We're always fine. I can't get over how he brought his head down like a snake. You can't just walk over there, huh? Never gonna happen. Maybe in the final act of the series. Yeah, what he said. They're definitely setting up. This is some end game shit right here. Because she's one of the three weapons, so if nothing else, we're coming back for her. Plus, they're making promises about armies and shit. If he has to go rescue, like let's say Zoro from execution at some point, he's going to call upon these people. That's totally what's going to happen. I've been looking for your ass. What's it going to be, Jimmy? I like how it's kind of washed out, make it look like a watercolor, right? I'm showing you my ass. Yeah, let's do this. What's your favorite commercial bumpers? I still like the ones with the bounty pages, except they weren't accurate bounties. If they'd been accurate bounties, that'd been perfect. But I kind of like this new one. Maybe it's recency bias, but I do. Another satisfied customer this island. Actually changed some hearts and minds. Wow, what a dick. His false modesty is annoying. I'm not eating your octoballs. I guess for a second I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. We like bones as well. I guess you have a skeleton. Oh, you meant him. Okay. Don't do it. I'm out of here. I'm joining the crew. Jesus Christ, man. You're too big. Stop being so damn big. You need to toughen up. How old is she supposed to be here? I think somebody told me she was, what, 16 or some shit? Maybe as she gets a little older, there'll be less crying. Yeah. It would be wild if she joined the crew. You're too big. We can't feed you. I guess she could forage from the sea, right? You're breaking her heart. Like I said, his animation is hilarious. That's the only thing about him that's funny. Yeah. Pinky swear. Don't you still have a promise to that stupid whale? It is a whale, right? That's at the beginning of the Grand Line. Good shit. Even a hoof promise. I don't know if a hoof promise works. It has to be a pinky. We know he can turn into human fingers too, so. So we run out enough time in this episode so we can end with us leaving or not? His robot hand doesn't count. That's not a real pinky. That is one big ass pinky. If she's 38 feet tall, is a pinky of like over a foot long? I think it would be. What's good, Jimmy? What you gonna do? He's changing hearts and minds. Then go get your ass up there and get me one. Yeah, I ain't going up there. The queen was crazy. Hey, son, we're still racist. You didn't know. You don't understand that yet. You will. One day I'll teach you about racism. Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be a big item down here. There's a straw hat maker's like, why do people keep buying these effing things? What made them so popular? Kind of like how the Szechuan sauce with McDonald's, was made popular again by Rick and Morty. At first, McDonald's was like, what the hell is happening? Why do people keep asking about this crap? Yeah, the ship feels big until you see it against other things, and then you realize how small it is. Yeah, it is a mermaid's paradise, isn't it? Oh, that's pretty cool. He loves adventure, seeing new things. But also, the Navy's waiting for you. The moment you break the surface, they're there for your ass. Yeah. This could be a big moment. Some people don't trust him. That would be an interesting turn if it turns out he's evil. But what I really regret is letting that son of a bitch bait me into turning it around so he could kill me. I still have a straw hat. Shut up, traitor. People have said the second half of the story is parallel to the first half. It's like poetry, it rhymes. This is about the point in the first half of the story where they went into the Grand Line. Every sea is bigger than the last. That's right. Restate your dreams because it's been a while. We've forgotten. Yeah. We all have a dream. If you're hot, anyway. Yeah. What's your dream? She didn't say shit. Now I'm starting to think she's a traitor. Well, you don't have any dreams anymore? Chopper always cracks me up. There was a major death that somebody, I think it was HIG. It's either that or Hunter. Um, those are the two big brains in my comments. There's other smart people in the comments, but those are the two big brains. And they were saying that there was a major death at the end of the first arc. So there'll be a major death at the end of the second arc. And they're claiming it'll be Luffy. I just don't believe that. Like, not for a second. But it could be one of the other Straw Hats. Who would mean the most? If you want to push into the final act of this entire series, having to do it without Zoro would be pretty immense, wouldn't it? Like, he's your best fighter by far. I guess maybe he's not as good a fighter as Luffy, but like if we're talking about who helps Luffy the most, it's probably Zoro at this point. he doesn't even need swords sometimes. He can just use his hands and his abilities, right? His strength, his ability to absorb punishment. He ate that pain for Luffy. That was a hero sacrifice. I haven't forgotten it. Kuma did that. I haven't forgotten that. I don't know. I'll give it some more thought, but I'm going to be paying, since it's been pointed out to me, I'm paying a lot of attention to the parallels between the first half of the series and second half of the series.